We've all had moments of regret throughout our lives, but sometimes karma catches up with us faster than we could ever expect. Some of the most epic moments of instant regret lie ahead in this video. This should be fun. We begin our compilation with this kayaking fan who clearly isn't the most experienced tourist yet. Otherwise, he would have thought twice about waving his paddle around and beating the branches filled with locals. You don't make the rules in other people's homes, even when the homeowners are these tiny little guys. Here's another guy that loves being out on the water. However, there is something wrong with the motor, and they say flipping one of these crafts is practically impossible. Well, this man has something to say about that. Check out the original gender reveal idea that this couple had for the newest member of their family. If you want to get your kids in on the fun, make sure that you check the ropes first. Who doesn't love fluffy golden brown pancakes? It's best when a more experienced hostess, if you will, ends up making them. However, otherwise, well, here comes the airplane. There are several ways that one could jump across a narrow creek. A parkour expert could even add a little flip if they were so inclined. But this guy has decided to do things his own way and ended up getting a rejuvenating mud mask as a result. This calisthenic athlete, on the other hand, knows exactly what she's doing. Unfortunately, she doesn't seem to understand the laws of physics all that well. And this journalist from the Netherlands didn't have to perform any aerobics on the water while interviewing the mayor of Kampen. But she did forget about gravity as she leaned casually right over the side of the ship. Just make sure that you have an extra pair of hands to help bring in the haul. This guy will have to sweat it out for a couple more hours to get those fish back. When fishing for a squid, watch out, because these mollusks are known for their cunning, and you might just get a face full of ink. Back to water tricks now, where this girl clearly thought she could stand up to the elements, literally, without a pair of water skis whatsoever. Well, it looks like the elements had another idea. And this kid had tried to play a little prank on his friends and slow down their boat. Of course, if he had been successful, all the boat's passengers would have been dunked, but sometimes karma works quickly. How often do you hear parents telling their children not to play with their food? But sometimes kids do grow up and experiments continue. Take these guys, for example, who had decided to put dozens of rubber bands around a watermelon until, don't say your parents didn't warn you.
Nah.
Alright, this is what we're gonna do.
Aaron.
No, this is what we're gonna do.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
And this young lady will definitely remember the consequences of creative corn consumption for quite some time. Well, at least until her hair grows back, that is. She'll have a constant reminder that playing with your food can be dangerous. Some people aren't willing to do anything for a moment of glory, and this couple has prepared an awesome trick for our entertainment. It turns out holding your partner like this isn't so easy, and instead of a cool trick, the cabinet brought down both. Sometimes, recording an athletic achievement can have the completely wrong effect. Her paddling is not so much a secret anymore. It's been a minute since we've had any animals starring in a clip. So what exactly this kid was hoping to prove by hopping the fence still does remain a mystery, but he'll definitely think twice before challenging this shepherd dog at work again. These guys had felt bad for the mouse that they had caught and decided to release it back into the wild. Run, Forrest, run! Find a new home! Oops. The bird of prey might have their own ideas. Back to another starlet trying to light herself up the Milky Way of the internet by any means possible, and twerking with friends, a fine premiere. I guess she should have thought for a second before using the glass coffee table as support. And sometimes, dancing ends up ripping your pants. I wonder if this Australian shepherd knows pastures as well as dirty ponds. It seems the young Aussie simply didn't understand that there was water in front of her and not solid ground. Now she's in for a long bath. Next up, we got a group of girls ready for a party. But it looks like our singer is due for a trip to the doctor. Be careful when reaching out for a mic. For all you history buffs out there, sitting in the cockpit of a World War II era plane and getting the chance to take a selfie might be an emotional experience. Just remember to keep a tight grip on your phone when you're in an open cockpit. Llamas are known for their sociable nature, and despite the stereotypes, they rarely bother people. But if you're too insistent on taking a photo with an animal and even stick your tongue out at it, then you should expect a reaction. Within the world of sports, there are many who dream of getting a chance to play in the NBA, with this guy considering himself the next Kevin Durant or LeBron James. Too bad, though, that his incredible dunk was overshadowed by the damaged backboard. Nissa won't be taking on these lovers of the extreme as astronauts, as this kid clearly already knows how to fly, but could stand to work on his own landing a little bit. I wonder if this girl can read the "Keep Out" sign on the Melbourne Soundwave Festival fence, or if she just doesn't feel like it applies to her. Either way, her shorts didn't want to break the rules and tried their best to detain the trespasser. They say that golf is a gentleman's game. You play the course as is, your ball as it lies, and always act honest. This player did follow the rules, but the Sands Trap still took exception to his swing. Now, where would we be without kittens? They're so cute and cuddly, along with being loads of fun. Of course, cats falling into the bath isn't all that surprising, but check out this predator's battle with the bubbles. Time drags on when you got a pizza coming, especially if you're at work. But don't rush it, as a glass door might be standing between you and your prize. With the prices of concessions in stadiums all across America nearly costing an arm and a leg, it's not worth rushing back to your seat with drinks in hand, as this guy finds out how costly $100 down the drain can be. Some people still fail to understand the dangers of bringing wheels inside the house. This girl had decided to test out a new way of riding her electric hoverboard. The result? An imminent patch job in the wall. Why are all these people gathered in raincoats in front of the amusement park ride? Well, it's hot outside, and refreshing yourself in a dolge of cool water might be a real treat. Or maybe not. Did you ever cry as a child when someone popped your balloon? Well, karma's got your back. If your friend is a big fan of combat sports, then you might want to think twice before surprising them with a rear chokehold. You might find yourself in a little bit of pain. And finally, we've got a funny clip that only exists thanks to the rise of online learning. So, did you guys like this video? We hope that you did. And if you did, then please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel for more content just like this, and don't forget to ding the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more content updates from us. Until next time, guys, be safe and stay informed.